The introduction. Did you know that 90% of the organization with a diverse employee culture, they are more likely to succeed? These organizations don't just survive, they thrive. Why? Because when people from different backgrounds come together, they bring their unique perspective, their innovative ideas, and their creative problem solving. This is exactly why I'm excited to speak with you today about how diversity, equity, and inclusion can be integrated in the workplace. Because building a diverse culture isn't just the right thing to do, it's a strategic advantage. So we'll unpack what DI truly means and why does DI matters. So diversity refers to the inclusion of the different individuals in their backgrounds, their experiences, their ethnicity, their race and gender, etc. So equity is about ensuring there's a fair treatment and there's equal opportunities that are offered to all employees and to all people and to all communities. So and inclusion it is about involving all people into the decision making and the key challenges that are faced by the Alpachino company on DEI. Alpachino company started on the DEI issue that hindered the progress and the inclusivity. As you can see here, the changing of the laws, the economic and the political shift affects the business toward achieving its objectives. So when the company was attracting the top talent, it faced the difficulties because there was a large target pool and it was time consuming and it was expensive. There's a lack of representation because the company has the low diversity of culture. So advantages and disadvantages of DI in an organization. One of the advantages is that it's fostered greater diversity in the company. So the DI initiative encourages the company to recruit and to select the diverse culture in their backgrounds, experiences, and in the city, in the community, to ensure there's a fair and there's a transparent toward its value. So as you can see, 87% of the people, they are more better at decision making because they come with alternative decision makings and they can be able to approach in different approaches. So the team performs better if they are more diverse. So the disadvantages of incorporating DI. So we done the feedback, we done the surveys, and we conducted and we gathered that employees, they are more dissatisfied and they are discriminated towards the statistics about the DI in the workplace. So the stats shows that the team are outperforming if they are more diverse. So as you can see, if there's a problem they face and they can know how to fix that problem and they can provide alternative solutions toward achieving that goal. So the stats says that 36% of the employees, they are more outperforming if the company has more diverse cultures. So it reduces staff turnover if the employees. How DI can be integrated into talent management? The Alpachino company will foster the financial component that will provide the budget that is allocated to recruitment, the selection, and the compensation management. So the budgets will cover the job posting, the job advertisements, will cover the sponsorships, the partnership, and host the events and the programs that will foster, that will promote the DEI. So as you can see, so it aims to reduce the recruitment biases and it's tie the business case to organizational strategies like starting about this is the project life cycle that we're going to use to integrate the DI into the company. Initiation stage. So the initiation stage is when the idea of the project is defined and the requirements, all of those things, they are defined, such as the project charter, the goal of a business, the problem that is solved by the business. So the goal of the business is to empower and to cultivate all the individuals that are underrepresented and to foster the inclusive work environment. So it will start by identifying the gaps that are in the current business. Then on the planning stage, the Alpachino company will start by conducting the areas of the workforce planning. So as we know, that workforce planning is about getting the right people with the right skill at the right job in the right time. So the Alpachino company will do the forecasting supply and the forecasting demand and identify the gaps that lags in the organization and attracting the top talent with it more diverse. So they will start by having the selection panel that is more diverse because it started by recruiting the people with are diverse and the inclusive. So it will use the sourcing channels such as the social media, posting the vacancies on social media and excluding the biased languages and including all the inclusive and the diversity, showing that there's equity towards all people. So execution stage, as we know that execution stage is about monitoring and executing, analyzing and evaluating all of those things. So the Alpachino company will use the surveys to conduct the feedback from the current employees to see how do they feel, how do they engage with the company, and we'll use the feedback survey people that we're going to interview, and they will see the gender ratio. We'll use their gender ratio to see how does it align with the company and implement the DI committee so that they can implement the alternative. So the closing stage, As we know, that closing stage is about the completion of the projects and the, the lessons that are learned in the project. So the company will use the feedback, all of those things that is gotten to the employees, and try to implement it towards improving. So the conclusion and the recommendations. So the company will implement the programs that offer the DI initiatives and try to partner with the universities. So thank you.